What to do when your partner won't listen. We've all been there, haven't we? Where you're trying to tell something to your partner and they're just not listening at all. Perhaps they're not listening because they're just not present. Perhaps they're not listening because they actually don't want to listen, and they are, they got to the point where they just don't want to hear anymore. Perhaps because you've been going on about something, whatever. So what do we do in those cases? So what I'm going to suggest you do is actually make an appointment. Because you see, when you make an appointment, it makes it more serious. See, if you're just talking to your partner just while you're cooking or while you're watching telly, that doesn't really work. That's not serious enough. Because if you want to talk to your wife about something serious, you have to do it in a serious way if they're not listening. So it's like an interview. So I would suggest you make an appointment, say, I need to talk to you, and when are you going to be free to talk to you? So then you actually put a date in the diary. She'll want to know what it's about. You just say, can I just leave it till then? And then when you actually sit down to talk to them, make sure it's somewhere where there's no distractions, no phones, right? No phones, no TV, and children that can't bother you. So perhaps they're around but not going to bother you. Just make sure that your children know they're not to come into the room for a bit. And then you make a kind of a verbal contract to say, right, I'm going to talk about how I feel, and I would like you to listen, and to not, if your partner regularly, talks over you, then ask them not to do that while you're talking. And then when you've finished, then you invite them to respond. And all this has to be with love and from the heart. No anger, no frustration, no resentment. You have to be at peace in your head when you're doing this, because otherwise it just all get out of hand. You have to be cool, calm and collected. And also, you never use the words never, you always. You say I and feel. You can't argue with feelings, right? So you have to say I feel, but it's I. Or we, as in together, but in a positive way. So there you have it. Let me know how you get on. And if this works for you, brilliant. If not, what did you do to change it? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next year.